as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from FedEx Field. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Looking to throw on second down. Harper. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at time.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game. So the interception, that had him set up in golden shape, but no first down comes of it. And in the end, no points come up.
And Brandon, I tell you, in a sudden change offense, you must capitalize. This is where you can really swing momentum in your favor. But that time, they let him off the hook.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Harper out to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
In motion left is Watkins. On first down, Harper. Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
To throw on second down, Harper. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And it brings up second down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check.
In motion right is Watkins. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Harper. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy just carried the ball. He's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
16.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Harper. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, here's Gibson again, and he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's got some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Harper. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to stay on the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Harper.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Now Wilson on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Harper eluding the pressure right. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken in at the 3.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Throwing on first down. Harper. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire you.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We've got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Harper. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Back to throw. Harper. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Quez Watkins.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Seahawks take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, full scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not
developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harper.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw. Harper. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Back to throw. Harper. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, this ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
One more time with Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
61. That's Fox. Right.
Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Loaded. Alert.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, I think Washington got it. Yes, they did.
Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At that 18-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Wilson's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Wilson.
He's got Gibson on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Chase Claypool.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
To throw on second down. Harper in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They push him back 8 yards and time on second down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harper. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Harper. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It got his man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Harper. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 65 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To throw is Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Wilson.
Touchdown, Washington.
From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Wilson to throw, and he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and 11 now.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.